Now then, let's have at it. What was inside this case at the time of the murder? It would have to be... the missing suicide report, I take it. Yeah, I would say this, because that's the only thing to substantiate a suicide report. Or a suicide note. Because there's nothing else that we really have that would have anything. The conference ticket, we were given that. That was given to us by the killer. That was from Old Bag. That was from Lauda. So, I mean, it has to be this, right? Because that's the only way that we can substantiate any sort of suicide note. So, we'll go with that. It's only 1 point being dinged on. So, if we're wrong, then we'll have something else to try for. Why would something like that be inside a guitar case? Let alone this one. Why, Mr. Wright? Why? Ah, jeez, come on. Can't a foolishly foolish fool get some love? Phoenix, you are not Von Karma. Okay. So it's not that. Would it be a person? Jeez. What would have been... Okay, if it's not the suicide note, or if that's not the way to show the suicide note, then what would it be? It shouldn't be his button. His button was on the outside. What was inside this case at the time of the murder? I mean, that's the only thing that I could think of. I really can't think of anything else. What else would have been in that? What else could have been in the guitar case if not for the suicide note from Celeste? There's the press conference ticket, but again, the press conference ticket would have no reason to be in the guitar case. What could have been in the guitar case if not the suicide note? Or if it is the suicide note, is there another way to prove that? Because what else could have been in there? Yeah, because we tried suicide report. Definitely not going to have the attempted suicide report, because I feel like... I always get the feeling that would be an auto game over, since she straight up told us not to say anything about that, but we'll see. I don't know. Can't be profiles, though. Unless it was just Celeste's body. Which, that would have been a major twist. But yeah, it shouldn't be a person. I don't think there's really anything to suggest that. I mean, his scarf was already there, and he already was having his scarf, so I don't think it's that. Like, the only thing I can think of would be the suicide note. But the only thing to point to that was Celeste's suicide report. There's no other reason for anything to have been in that guitar case. Unless it's just the tabloid, but the tabloid doesn't make any sense either. So... Great, this is one of those things where I'm glad it only dings one, but yeah, this is gonna be a bit rough. Because yeah, it's not Lotta's camera because that was taken by Old Bag. There's the article here, but no, Lotta gave us the article, I think. It was either Lotta or it was, Powers. But there would be no reason for that. No reason for the map to be of anything. What was inside the case? Another guitar case! Obviously not the wine glass. Because, again, the case is the case is dry on the inside. And so she, for some reason, it's still weird to me just why exactly she did that if she was the one to kill Juan. Like, why have anything to do with the wine glass? Proof of the murder at the crime scene. I mean, it might be possible if, for some reason, the wine glass was inside the guitar case. But again, like, why? Why would that be there? The only logical thing that should have been in the guitar case that wasn't the guitar is the suicide note. But we already tried that, and that didn't get us anywhere. I'm wondering if maybe, like, it's just nothing ended up being in there. Like, the reason that she killed him was to get the suicide note, but in actuality, the suicide note just wasn't there. So, like, she opened the case while wearing the Steel Samurai costume, went back, took all of it off, and put it back on Matt, without him waking up somehow, and then went back to quote-unquote discover the body. Like, is it... I don't know. I really don't know. There's maybe a face smashing portion, and I really hate face smashing. Specifically, what was inside the case? If it wasn't the suicide note, then I don't think there would have been anything. The guitar case, we'll go with that. I honestly don't know. Nope. Okay. Can you prove the guitar case was not empty? So now, there needs to be something. I don't know. This seems really dumb, but... yeah. I don't think it's gonna be a person. That was a really dumb move. I think I'm gonna have to reload a save just to get back all my points, because I don't know what exactly they're trying to get me to do. The news clipping? Nope, not the news clipping. So then what is it? So it's not the glass. This was really dumb, but let's try the glass. Okay, there is something I must be overlooking. Because I honestly can't think of anything besides the suicide note that would be in the guitar case. The photo? It was the photo? This is a photograph. Yes, but what is important is what is in that picture, Your Honor. In this picture? It doesn't take a genius to see what I mean. What I am proposing is... inside the case was the Nickel Samurai, the hero's very own costume. What? I'm with Edgeworth. What? Wait. Inside the guitar case for the Jammin' Ninja was the Nickel Samurai costume. What? Phoenix, what are you on? I really don't know what he is getting at here. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Wright, are you saying that the witness opened the guitar case to take out a costume? What insane point would there be in doing something like that? That insane point would be to wear the costume, of course. Miss Andrews put it on to hide her identity so she could make her escape. After all, you couldn't let anyone see you leave, could you, Miss Andrews? I refuse to accept your theory. Do you have anything to support such a preposterous idea? Just outside the door was an investigative photographer who was starving for a big scoop. And in the end, she managed to get this shot, correct? You mean this photo? Order! Order! It looks like we've wandered into quite another mess again, haven't we? Nice job, Phoenix. I still am very confused. Like, what? But Matt was wearing the costume. How? What? Why? How? When? I have so many questions, and none of them are being answered. Like, what is going on? Well, you know my strategy. Speak first, think later. So the real murderer was hiding inside a costume. Oh, wait 1 second, Your Honor. The Nickel Samurai's costume would have been Mr. Matt on guards. Why would something of the defendants be in the victim's room? And inside the guitar case, of all places. True. That is a little baffling. Ya think? Mr. Wright, the court would like to hear your thoughts. What was this Nickel Samurai costume doing inside the guitar case? It was stolen from Matt, or it was a... It was not stolen from Matt because Matt was still wearing his own costume at the time. That at the very least explains how she was able to wear the costume itself without Matt being none the wiser, because he was sleeping in the costume. So it must have been a spare. Mr. Ungard did not take his costume off during the break period. In that case, the costume we are talking about was a spare one. What? Then, are you saying that on the night of the murder, there were 2 Nickel Samurai costumes at the Gatewater Hotel? Yes, that is what I am saying. And how do you explain the costume that was inside the guitar case? It would mean that the victim himself had brought this spare to the ceremony on purpose. The confession! Oh! The confession would have been under Juan in that case? Like Juan masquerading as Matt? Because Matt had no idea about it! Okay, this is starting to make a little bit more sense now. But why? The victim, Mr. Corrida, was the Jammin' Ninja. Why would he secretly bring the Nickel Samurai spare costume with him? What could be the reason behind such a peculiar act? And therein lies the sticking point. Objection! What are you mumbling to yourself about now? Have you just been rambling on this all this time without any sense of inner monologue? Huh? No! I just, Mr. Wright, please explain yourself. Why do you think the victim had the Nickel Samurai spare costume? Phoenix, are you sure you can explain this one? Think carefully before you answer, and then answer with gusto. I believe in you. Alright, this is what I think. The reason the victim brought the Nickel Samurai spare costume to the hotel was to do the conference. The Nickel Samurai had something to confess. Matt had zero idea this was happening. So while he was asleep, Juan would have been masquerading as him for this confession. What is this? On the night of the murder, after the stage show, the Nickel Samurai was going to hold a special press conference. A press conference? Yes, the Nickel Samurai was supposed to confess something at this conference. I heard about this as well. For once, you're not making something up, right? But what struck me as strange was that Mr. Ungard himself said that he had no idea he was supposed to be holding a press conference that night. But how can that be? The way I see it, that can mean only one thing. The conference was set up by none other than the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida himself. The victim? Yes. The spare Nickel Samurai costume was prepared for that very conference. Mr. Corrida was going to hold the press conference as the Nickel Samurai. He was going to dress up as the Nickel Samurai and hold a conference? But why would the victim do such a thing? That's something I don't quite know yet. However, what I am concerned with right now is what he intended to reveal at that conference. The Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. And by confess, I'd wager he was going to reveal something about himself. Which means that Juan Corrida, posing as the Nickel Samurai, was going to speak about Matt on guard. Yes, I guess that is what it would mean. But if that's the case, that's not a confession! That's public disclosure! Miss Andrews? I can see why you are pros at what you do. Pardon me? Yes, just as you say, the press conference was set up by Juan. Miss Andrews! Please offer us an explanation for this! I was the one he asked to help set it up. And the person who prepared the second costume for him, that was also me. You? Juan had bet everything on the Jammin' Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought anyway. It was going to ruin him? Huh? It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. What? And do you know what the secret of Mr. On Guard's is, Miss Andrews? That's something only Juan knew. I don't know what it is. Ah, I see. I've probably been coming off quite suspicious to everyone, but that's to be expected. I've been trying to protect Matt, after all. Protect Mr. On Guard? And yet again, another strange bit of truth comes to light, it seems. Miss Andrews, if you could, please tell us the truth about your behavior. Yes, Your Honor, I understand. Oh boy, more testimony! And we're already been going on for quite a while. This is probably splitting up into 2 episodes. So we'll get through at least the the search here. And next time we'll start with the cross-examination. From the moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. Matt had to kill Juan, no matter what. And he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. My thoughts were confirmed by the evidence, of course, the button and the knife. But I'm Matt's manager, so I felt that I had to protect him. Liar! This does account for everything. Well, I am the logical type. We're finally seeing her true self. She's more nervous than a scared rabbit. If the defense can find no fault with this testimony, I am ready to make a ruling. Please keep that in mind as you cross-examine, Mr. Wright. Looks like somehow everything has swung to the opposite end of the scale again. That just means I have to put my weight into this and turn her logic upside down. Okay, so now she's basically saying, oh no, yeah, Matt killed him. Somehow Matt knew that Juan knew this. Okay, well, with that, we're calling it a day here. So, next time on Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. We're gonna cross-examine Adrian and see where we go from here. I am running very low on health, but thankfully I still have that old save, so if I need to, I can go back and just start where this ludicrous turn came from and save all of those points. But I won't restart to get that. That'll only happen if I game over. So we'll just play it as is for now. So until next time, everyone, take care.